sometimes things just gross you out. Even in like an environment or situation that should be kind of cool. Like, this is really cool. Sometimes it just breaks the whole situation. I've experienced a lot of weird things when it comes to the sexual realm of the world. Nothing illegal to my knowledge. But everything short of illegal, I've seen it happen. I'm a curious guy. What can I say? But there's too many. There's been some situations that just happen in real life that you just can't make this shit up. It's too weird. A couple years ago, before COVID, when the world was good, I was working at Dave & Buster's. Now, if you keep up with the podcast and everything, you know that I came from a very small school. It's not hard to stick out. I already kind of been in this environment. It is essentially the same amount of people that worked in Dave & Buster's than I did in my high school. And I was really good at being around the place. So it was nothing like, it was a very familiar territory whenever I started really working there and started to like really get in with the people and all. And there would be like random hookups with like coworkers and all. It was a wild time in life. But there was one particular situation that still kind of haunts me to this day. I don't normally sleep with chicks who are taller than me. That should have been the fair warning of it all. But I decided to say, fuck it, why not? She's pretty. So I started hooking up with this chick. It would happen, occasionally, like once a week or so. And then it started to get more. We started to hook up at the bar after work. It got wild. We did a lot of drugs, and, things get wild when you involve drugs and sex. Come to find out, I don't know until about 3 months into the situation that she actually has a boyfriend and has had a boyfriend this entire time, and they live together. Sure, call me a homewrecker. I didn't know. I just thought she was a slut. Like, it is what it is, man. Like, so some females are. They just are. And then, like, one day, she invites me over to her place. I'm like, oh, cool. She probably just wants to smoke and, hang out, whatever. Great. So I go over there, like, with the expectation, like, okay, we're going to smoke, do what we do, and then we're going to go about our day. While we're in the middle of smoking, her boyfriend comes in. And I'm like, oh, this is weird. Chick with a random dude, boyfriend walks in. This is how fights happen. Like, this is just, like, people get shot in this situation. I didn't know. But they just go off, like, to the bedroom. And, I mean, it gets loud. Like, oh, damn. Oh, shit, they're in there really fighting. No. They were fucking. All right, cool, whatever. And then about, like, 15 minutes later, like, she walks out of the bedroom naked. He doesn't. Okay, so now I got questions. Did she kill him? Why is she naked? Should I turn the bong off? Like, should I, like, turn the dab rig off? No? Okay. So she comes out, she asks me politely, she's like, you want to go back to the bedroom? Sure. We're about to go fuck with this dead corpse, I believe. I don't know. This is weird. So I follow her back to her bedroom, and he is tied up in the corner. Now, I like to tie females up. I don't think I would get the same satisfaction as being tied up. That's just me. Let alone being tied up on the ground while watching my old lady get fucked by another dude. That's weird. That's a very weird thing. Somehow, I managed to get aroused under such weird circumstances. And then we start doing it. I've streamed video games before, and when there's a lot of people watching, I get nervous and I freeze up and I always like fuck up. I thought the same thing would apply to sex. Guess not. We start going at it, you know, having a whole lot of fun. As I could just hear him in the corner going, That's weird. This is weird. And then she asked me to do the thing that I'm not the biggest fan of, but I'll do it. She asked me to come inside of her. Gross. Very gross. And then what happens after that, I can only describe it as traumatizing. Need to see a therapist is the best thing. She gets up off of the bed, waddles on over to this gentleman who has just watched grade A fucking. And she sits on this poor guy's face with a vagina filled with my semen and whatever other lubes or condiments they put into her prior to this situation. And I watched this innocent bystander eat a self-man-made cream pie. Hey, cheers to that weirdness. I don't know. That's weird to me. I think about that shit sadly often because I impress myself with that. Like, bro, that's some weird, wild shit. And I may need help. Or Jesus. But I've been very traumatized ever since. And that is my gross story. My name is Cody Mac. Check out my Instagram at CodyMac_comedy. Cody Mac on Facebook. Cody Mac on TikTok. Everything. Thank you.
God damn.